It's summer. It's officially summer. The turn of the wheel is happening. Now, I just got off a red eye from California this morning and came here. So there's no excuses for no energy from you guys. Okay, that's the deal that we got going here today. Agreed? No, that was not a good agreement. Right away, you guys. I need some help here. Agreed? Right, that's right. So I wanna connect us. I wanna join us. I want us to feel the excitement of summer. And I hear it's been raining a lot this week. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So how happy are we to see the sun? Yay! Okay. So we got this. So the sunshine, the sun. We celebrate the seasons here because first of all, it is part of our indigenous cultures and our native cultures. It is each one of us, we go back to our roots. And I like the idea too of thinking about celebrating the summer solstice especially because this is the season. Now last season we planted seeds, right? In spring we plant the seeds and the seeds came out of the ground. But what's happening now with all that rain all week long, right? The roots got deeper. And I noticed in a week of just coming back, after being away, I could see how lush it got, right? And the reason why it got lusher on the leaves on the outside, why? Because the roots are nourished on the inside, right? Going down and going deep. So this is the season for making sure those roots stay deep, but we're reaching out as well. This is a passionate season. This is a season where we get into action. We use all of that energy that we have. You guys still have energy? Yeah. So we use all of that energy that we have. And it always starts, though, with the roots, right? It starts with the roots. If I want energy, if I want passion to live my life, I need first to connect to that inner light, to connect to that place that is the deepest root of all of us. That is that place where we are connected to the divine within each and every one of us. And that needs to be a daily thing that we do. Like in our words of wisdom when we said that it's not our fears that frighten us, right? Our inadequacies. Most of all, it's our light shining bright. We get uncomfortable. Think about it. How many things do you share with people mostly? I mean, when you do the cursory, hi, how are you? I'm fine, great, and you walk away, right? But when you're really talking about what's going on in your life, most of us will give a litany of what's wrong with our life rather than what's right with our life. Now this is the light season, so I want you all to dedicate yourself this season to focus more on what's light, what's bright, what's right with your life. There is always more right than wrong. There is always more light than dark. Always. Especially for each, no matter what, even when there is a really difficult thing going on and a series of difficult things going on, there is still more light going on because there's never not light. It's everywhere. It's the truth of who we are. And when we can tap into that first and we can take that and send that out into our lives, we become these lush, wondrous, passionate beings living our lives. So it takes that step. It takes that step of thinking about all those pieces and catching ourselves when we're going back on the other part. I was thinking about that idea of, where do we get it? Where do we go to that place of more what's wrong? And for myself, growing up in the family, it was always competition. Our family was about competition. Everybody, you had to compete with each other. Who got more, who got less. If you got a 99, why didn't you get 100? Like that idea of more. And we live in a society of more, right? How many people like to come in second place? don't usually do that. We don't talk about it. People get all the way up into the Super Bowl, or they get into the World Series, and nobody knows who they played against. They only know who won. But they got all the way up there. That was an amazing accomplishment. But we forget that. It's not enough. It's not enough. And one of the stories, and I am going to go to a biblical story because I just think it's such a powerful story to remind us about the way we think of right and wrong, is the story of, I like to call it the loving father rather than the prodigal son. Right? So here's this son that goes off, does whatever he takes his inheritance, squanders it off, does whatever he wants to do, and he comes back, and the only thing the father focuses on is he's back. What's right? What's good? What's happening now? He's here. It is good. I'm excited. And not only he doesn't say it's good, he says he was dead and now he's alive. And this is the season of life. This is the season of being alive, reminding us to be more alive in our lives. It's also a season of celebration. What do we have to celebrate? Well, we have everything to celebrate. The grass is growing. Yay! For those who don't have to cut it. But you see, what happened? Where did the brain go? To what's wrong, right? I got grass, it's good, but it's a chore. I gotta cut it quickly. We go like that into the negative. So it's a discipline, it's a practice, it's something that takes a lot of energy. This is a season of energy. This is, everybody's out, everywhere you look, everyone's out, everybody's doing something, everywhere they're going, this activity, that activity, so many things going on. So use that. Use that, don't use that for, oh, everybody's doing something and I'm not. That happens. Oh, I missed that event. Oh, I wanted to do that and I didn't. How easy is it to fall into that? And that's not who we are as spiritual warriors. And this is a season for warriors. This is a season for being out there to draw from that. Catch yourself and say, in this moment, I detached. I actually cut myself off from my roots. In going to the negative. That's the story of the other son that comes along, right? And even though he's doing what's right, he's not even appreciating it. He's comparing it. Right? Staying in what's right, in what's good, in what's positive is not easy. And as Marianne Williamson said in our quote, it's because that's the thing we fear. What if we shined all the time? It's okay. It's okay. The world tells us that people who shine too brightly, they get burnt out. Right? Or people who shine too brightly get knocked down. All the tabloids are all about the star that fell, the star that did wrong. Yep. That's what we do all the time. It's the tendency of the ego. It's the tendency of that other side of us, whatever you want to call it. It comes in so many names by all the different traditions. But we can do more. We can be more. And as community, we can strengthen the light in each other. We can learn more about celebrating each other. When we come together, it's not just a celebration about ourselves. It's a celebration about each other, and it's a celebration about our larger community. Every time you show up, you declare what is right in this world. And this world needs a lot more talking about what's right in it. You agree? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to lose you now, guys. Remember, red eye here, sleep last night there, beds. Right? So I need that passion. And you gotta find it in yourself. You gotta really pull it up. Every time before I come up here, I ask and I say, root me, ground me, Speak the words you want me to say, even though I have no clue what's going to happen today. And it's here. It's here because we trust. Trusting that we are the bright lights that need to shine in each of our own unique, magnificent, wondrous ways. And when you're shining your light, when you're connected and your roots are nice and deep and flourishing, well then sunshine doesn't burn. It just feels right. And you look at that, you can feel it, and you can let it in and really know it's part of that nourishment that we're getting from all around us in nature. This is the season that reminds us of the abundance of grace, the abundance of what is available for us, especially where we live. Again, there is more good going on here. There is more light than there is dark. So hold on. Hold on to the light. Let's impassion it in each other and for ourselves, and celebrate this summer and make it a glorious expression of each of our unique and wondrous lights that we're meant to live. You got it?
Got it.
All right. Good job.